was the first time that you came to Japan?
The first time I came to Japan was when I fought Sakuraba. I was young as hell. I can't remember.
2001.
Was that 2000?
Yeah.
I'm glad you know stuff like that because I never remember. Like when I become an old man and tell my kids that stuff, I won't never remember the dates and the year and stuff happened.
Did you even know who he was when they called you to? Did you even know what Pride was?
No, I didn't know. But you know, what I'm saying, I had some friends that I met at the gym I was training at, Alex and Vincent Lee, and they told me what Pride was. Soon they found out I was fighting Sakuraba, they showed me who he was and showed me some of his fights and stuff like that. They were like, and they was actually they're Asian guys, so they was actually big fans of Sakuraba. They was big fans of MMA. I wasn't a big fan of MMA when I first started, so I didn't know much about it.
Right. Did you think that it was weird that they were putting you up against this guy who had a lot more fights than you, and like, did you think that you were being made to fail, like you were being set up, especially that it was happening here in Japan?
Well, basically, I kind of knew what was going on. It was a short notice fight. I had just started training for Ken Shamrock. I was supposed to fight him. I kind of, I had just started training for Ken for like the day before I found out or something like that. So I kind of knew it was set up. I had to lose 26 pounds in 2 weeks and all this. I'm like, yeah, it's not. But you know what? I was broke as hell back then, and the money was good, so I didn't care.
So you didn't mind?
No, I didn't care. I always wanted to go to Japan.
Even back then?
Yeah.
What was your fascination with the country and the culture?
Well, I just heard a lot about Japan. I always been a big video game fan, and I know video games were born here. And my oldest brother used to teach me Japanese when I was a kid. He was in college. He learned Japanese in college. My oldest brother is like almost fluent in Japanese.
Really?
Yeah, he learned in college. So I remember as a kid, he was trying to teach me how to read and write it and stuff. And so I always liked Japan and stuff like that. So I always wanted to go.
So when you first came here, was it everything that you had expected? Like, did it live up to the hype in your mind?
Oh yeah, I was in a big culture shock when I first came here. It was a big culture shock for me.
What about the people do you like so much? You always seem to mention like how they're very respectful and just the culture. What about it specifically?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Yeah.
I grew up in the South in America. I just learned yesterday that you was Canadian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm from the South. I'm a black man, and you know what I'm saying. I feel like black people, we get a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying, our lives. Like people judge us just because we're black a lot of times, stuff like that. And when I come to Japan, that don't really seem to matter. Like people don't like me, it's because I'm not Japanese. It's not because I'm black. Right. You know what I'm saying? If somebody here don't like me, it said, oh, you're gaijin, which means, foreigner. It's not because I'm black. They didn't say, oh, you're a black gaijin. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No racism here.
Well, I didn't say that.
Right.
I'm just saying that it's like it's weird. Like most people here are cool. I haven't experienced much racism here. But, you know what I'm saying, a little bit of racism that I have experienced is because that I'm not Japanese. It's not because I'm black. But in America, to my own soil, you know what I'm saying, where I'm born and raised, some places in my own country I don't feel comfortable, But here, I never feel uncomfortable. And
still to this day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these fans are really nice, the people here are really nice. Like the other day, like some guy, was working when we went to the Tokyo Dome to see my friend Romy, a dancer fight. He's a K1 champion. He won a belt here on Saturday, and I got off the airplane, went straight to his fight, and it was at the Tokyo Dome, like one of those small coliseums. I've been there before, but I can't pronounce the name anyway. And we was lost. We were trying to find him. This guy was working. He was doing something else. He was busy, but he knew that we was lost. And because I asked him where it was, and he tried to show me, but I didn't know. He went out of his way to turn around and ran. He was busy, so he ran us there to show us, and he turned back around and went back to work what he had to do.
Yeah.
Now you wouldn't get there in America.
Yeah.
It's not a business. Like, oh, you on your own,
Right.
And a lot of times, like, they have like people over here. It's like some people here speak English, but you never know who speak English here. One day we was lost years ago. They overheard us and talking, and then they knew we was lost, and the person walked us there. We was like almost a mile away walking. They walked us there. They walked us all the way there, and then we got there and turned around, just walked back the way.
Just to help you out.
Just to help you out, and the fans give you gifts, and people just really nice. It's just totally different. Like I think it's the opposite of America.
this is actually my first time here, and I've been blown away. I've been a long time fan of the sport. So the Pride days, I wish, I always wanted to go, but I never had the opportunity. Now that I obviously get to cover the sport, what was it like for someone like myself? Who always like, is it even like going to a UFC event now where there's 50,000 people in Toronto? In your opinion, does it even compare to what it was like 6 years ago in Pride?
No way. No way.
What was it like?
I fought in front of like 70,000 people, 80,000 people. It's like as far as you can see, rows and rows of people, and you know what I'm saying, and everybody cheering your name when they call you out. And it's like Pride was all about the show, so they'll call all the fighters out, and soon you hear that Pride song, dum 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 dum. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Man, that sent like energy to me. It was crazy. That's when I knew that the battle was going to begin shortly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As soon as you heard that music, and then sometimes they had people that were playing the drums for real.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you hear that music and stuff, you hear the crowd, and it's like, it sound like millions of people, and the energy, you can just feel the energy of the fans. Like they just give you some type of energy that I can't explain. It's sick. And then, but when you fight, so they call your name, stuff like that. Your fans are roar for you and stuff like that, and then they're quiet. And they're quiet, and so you can concentrate on your fight. Then when you do something spectacular, something really good, like land a really good punch, or you take them down, they'll roar and clap just enough time, and then stop and let you be quiet, so you concentrate and hear your corner man stuff next. I tell you, it's different.
You said at the press conference today, actually, the first time I've ever heard someone say this, that you think that they don't cheer because they want you to hear your corner.
That's what I'm thinking.
That is the nicest people.
The nicest people. I think that's why they don't cheer. I really want to ask them. Now, I never asked them. You know what I'm saying? I never asked anybody, but I'm thinking that's why they don't cheer, just so they know the fighter needs to focus and hear his corner man and stuff like that. They don't cheer. Like every now and then you hear one or two fans, like you hear girls or guys, like those like the crazy the Japanese people that stand out. I like to think they're like the blood type B Japanese people. I tell you what, I said that in a second.
Right.
And they said, Quinton, we love you, Quinton. It's quiet, right?
Yeah.
And then we love you, Quinton. Or whoever else they love, like, you know what I'm saying? Kokapa, we love you, Kokapa.
Right.
Every now and then you hear like one or two people. It's like 70,000 people. Out of that, you hear like 10 people say that every now and then.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard it? You ever noticed that?
Of course. Especially in a big arena, it sort of travels. Yeah.
And here in Japan, everybody know their blood type. You can stop a Japanese person and ask, hey, what's your blood type? They'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah, because Japanese people are really into blood types. And what I've learned about blood types and stuff like that, I guarantee you that those people that yell stuff out, those are probably blood type B people.
That matches their personality?
Matches their personality. My ex-wife actually told me my blood type.
Really?
She knew my blood type, and I get tested all the time, so I tested my blood type, and she was right. And all my teammates and everybody that she knew, my nutritionist, my cook, and everybody, she guessed everybody's blood type right.
What was she trying to say about your blood type?
She said I have the worst blood type for a boyfriend or husband.
Really?
Blood type B. It's the worst one.
Why?
Just the way I am, like my personality. She knew after hanging out with me like a couple of weeks. She said, "Oh yeah, you're blood type B." Just because I am like silly, I'm like a big kid. She tells me all the time, and when my kids complain about me, she said, "Oh, don't worry, your dad's blood type B. There's nothing you can do." She always said, Japanese people are really into blood type. If we meet a Japanese person at school, you ask him what's his blood type, he'll tell you. Like, do you know your blood type?
No.
Most people don't.
No, yeah.
In Japan, everybody know their blood type.
So based on what you learned from your ex-wife, are you able to tell me what my blood type is?
No, I don't know you well enough, and no, I'm not.
Really? After all that? After all we've been through?
After all we've been through, motherfuckers still don't know you. What's wrong with you?
All right.
I don't hang around you.
Well, that's what you're telling the cameras.
Camera, people out there. I don't hang around this motherfucker. I didn't even know he was Canadian. Now, people think I hate Canadians.
I know, yeah.
Hey, how come a lot of people out in the world are negative? There's so much negativity out there.
Oh, especially online, right?
Yeah.
Does it bother you? Does it get to you?
You know what? Most of the time it don't, but every now and then, it's just one stupid fan to say something stupid. I just be wanting like, but I just delete it.
They're trying to get a reaction.
I know. I just block them on Twitter.
Right.
Because people don't know this about me, but I didn't get a Twitter to have the most followers. I got the Twitter so I can communicate with my hardcore fans, my fans. That's how I am. Like, people think I don't like fans, but I love my fans.
Right.
I don't like all the fans.
Yeah.
Like, I just like my.
You make a point of saying that a lot.
Yeah, I love my fans.
Right.
Like, I don't think I have to love every fan out there.
Why do you think the Japanese fans like you? Like, why do you think they were drawn to you so early on? Because they really, you know, you were one of those characters that they really loved in Pride.
Did you see my fight with Sakura?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what they had in the newspaper, but I don't know if people remember this, but I went to jail right before that fight. So I came to Japan jet lagged when I got here to fight. Had to lose a lot of weight. And I still think to this day that somebody poisoned me. I still think to this day somebody poisoned me.
In Pride?
No, not in Pride. Like, okay, Sakurai was so famous. He's still famous. And no matter where I went, they had already promoted me. Everybody knew what I looked like. So if I go eat somewhere, something like that, I just feel like somebody. It might be my mind playing tricks on me, but I had to lose a lot of weight. I had to lose weight before I'm a wrestler, but my stomach felt really weird, and I was so sick and like. I've said it in the press. I said like, oh, I don't feel good, blah blah. But cause they ask you often how you feel, I keep it real. You know, I said, yeah, I gotta lose a lot of weight.
Right.
I don't feel good, so I know it's fight, and blah blah blah. I was really young then, so I was worse than I am now.
Right.
And so I felt like shit, right. So, but I still fought and I still gave 100%. You know, and that was my first time fighting a 10-minute round. And you go back and watch that fight, I gassed out right at after the 5-minute mark. So I think. Sakurai beat me like 5 minutes and 30-some seconds. I just gassed out, I just didn't have no more. But the whole time I was slamming him, I was trying to get him. I was going to throw him out the ring, but I was told if I throw him out the ring, then I probably wouldn't fight in Pride again. And so I threw him on the road. I was scaring like I was trying to throw him out the ring, and they pushed him back in because my first fight ever, I threw the guy out the ring, but somebody caught me and pushed him back in. Because, you know, when I get tired, I want the fight to be over. I just want to throw him out the ring. So. But they saw that I gave everything I got just to give them a good show, because I knew that I was going to lose that fight. I knew he's really good submission and stuff like that, and he had beat a couple of Gracies and stuff like that. So I was like, well, you know what? If I'm gonna go out, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go out like a soldier. So I just went and just gave everything I got, slammed him a bunch of times, and just I tried my best to win. But I just fell short. But I didn't go out there and just pussyfoot, you know?
Right.
So after then, like Pride, you know, the fans, they saw what I was about. Then next fight, I always came and I always put it on the line and gave them an exciting fight. So
they liked your spirit.
They liked the spirit. And as soon as I learned enough Japanese, I told them I was Kokujin Samurai, which means I was a black samurai.
Oh, and they love that. You said that, didn't you say that today at the press conference?
What?
You said something. You screamed something out in Japanese.
I said Shibakuzokura.
What does that mean?
It means I'm gonna f you up.
Okay. And I like the way you say it too.
Yes.
But behind the scenes in Pride, did they ever, you know, there was talk that some fights were fixed and things like that. Did they ever ask you to do anything like that?
Well, I got in trouble. I already said it once before I got in trouble, but with the Sakurai fight, they did kind of ask me. It was kind of weird the way they propositioned me and stuff. But I can honestly say I never fixed any fights. But I've heard that some fights in Japan were fixed.
Right.
But just go to Japan, like, Pride was all about the show.
Right.
It was all about the show. It was all about the entertainment. But I wouldn't throw a fight, because I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't throw a fight. I'd throw a fight if they had me winning.
Right, of course, yeah. That's not really throwing. Right.
Nah, this guy's gonna fall for you. I'm like, okay, all right, how much I'm getting paid to do this? But now, they told me basically they told me if I didn't tap the Sakurai, because they knew Sakurai was going to submit me. They just knew it.
Right.
I wasn't a jiu-jitsu guy. He's real good jiu-jitsu. They told me if I didn't tap, that I would get paid $2,000 more than if I tapped.
Really?
Or if I got knocked out.
Just 2,000?
Just 2,000.
Jeez.
They you know, if you go back and watch, they promoted me that I was homeless and I lived in a bus.
Right.
Right. So they really.
Were you okay with that?
Man, I just trying to get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
I was broke. I'm not gonna lie, like I was doing it, but what people don't know is like I left my job and my family and stuff back in Memphis. So.
What were you doing?
I was construction.
Okay.
Bunch of my family owned construction companies back in Memphis. Like, if you look at my Twitter, some people tweet it when they go to Memphis, they see like dump trucks with my picture and stuff on them in Memphis, because one of my cousins is very successful construction. He got a line. He got a fleet of dump trucks, and he put my picture on a couple of them. So. my family built a lot of things in Memphis, like that big pyramid in Memphis. My family helped build.
Really?
I helped build it when I was a kid and stuff too.
The arena?
The pyramid, yeah, they had it.
Yeah. Wow.
With Mike Tyson lived.
Yeah. And like University of Memphis plays there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, my family.
You helped build that?
Yeah.
That's weird because my people helped build the pyramid in Egypt. And you helped.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It all comes
we
together.
Got something to
Yeah.
And your people used to be slaves and stuff too.
Right. Well, you know, the blacks and the Jews, we have a real connection.
I know. Black people got big. Y'all got big noses.
Right. Exactly.
That's good.
Exactly.
Yeah, good for me.
It's good for you, yes.
Yeah.
But going back to that, is it somewhat surreal? Like, do you ever have a chance to sit back and say, like, how the heck did all this happen to me?
Oh man, I do. Sometimes I do. Like straight up, like a lot of my friends started dropping. You know, even before I moved to California, like a lot of my friends started dropping. Then people that were real close to me that I used to hang out with all the time, got robbed and killed and stuff like that and everything. I was thinking like, man, you know, I feel like I was spared because I got out of the neighborhood and stuff like that. So that's when I woke up one day and it hit me and stuff like that. And after that, that's when I went through like my real spiritual phase where I became like strong Christian and stuff like that. And then after the Forrest Griffin fight,
right,
I got screwed over by a strong Christian person. Everybody think that I had my little escapade because I lost that fight, but people always assume stuff like that. But
do you mind if I ask who was?
The person we in a lawsuit, so
okay.
You know.
Okay.
But I got screwed over by somebody that's supposed to be Christian and stuff like that. And that was like and that was, you know, I had been screwed over by a couple of Christians and stuff before, so I was like, man, Christians act like this, I don't want to be a Christian. So I just had like that day, like it was kind of weird. I had like another awakening and it made me more spiritual instead of religious. So I'm not religious at all.
You're done with it?
No religion. I'm just spiritual. Like I have a great relationship with the Most High, the Divine. Right. You know what I'm saying? I love my relationship I have with Him, and I don't care what other people religions are. I think religion sometimes is another way of being prejudiced against people and stuff like that too. You know, a lot of wars, a lot of stuff. Having a religion, I just thought about this stuff. So that and then when I learned it and stuff like that, I learned a lot about myself, and I learned I was made to be a fighter the way I am, the way my body works and how I think and stuff like that. My whole life is everything I kind of, you know what I'm saying, I kind of compare it to a fight, everything. So look at the jaws on me.
I'm not sure if she. Yeah.
I couldn't see her face because the man gonna have some big ass legs. You know, I like them legs.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Legs are nice.
Legs are nice.
Yeah, that's all I can really say.
Especially when they're around your waist.
I like how we went from religion to that.
Cause
you know, it actually
people,
flows well.
I know, because people are caught up in religion too much. So many people. I think that religion is a way to control a lot of people and stuff like that. And I just choose to leave alone and be more spiritual, and it's working out better for me.
Do you mind if I ask you about what happened after Forrest? You know, I haven't heard you really recently kind of like put that to bed, and what was going on in your mind.
I told you I had somebody really close to me that was, you know, real religious that screwed me over.
And did you just sort of like snap?
The person really betrayed me. I just felt really bad. I just felt really bad and really betrayed, and I just couldn't eat and I couldn't sleep. I just couldn't believe this person I let really close to me betray me, because I don't let a lot of people close to me. I just don't. I stopped letting people close to me. And this one person decided to let close to me, just betrayed me and stuff like that, and I couldn't eat and couldn't sleep. I guess I got real depressed.
Did you think that there was a time when that you may have lost everything? Like that you like we said, you made it, and then before, like when Dana, I remember Dana brought you out in Minnesota, you remember at that press conference?
Yeah,
and he stood by you.
Dana did, yeah.
But were you afraid that maybe that you had lost everything that you had worked so hard to get?
No, that didn't even cross my mind. It didn't even cross my mind. When that happened, my mind wasn't even the same, wasn't even like it is now, but that didn't even cross my mind. Dana did stand by me. Dana, you know what I'm saying, Dana's a good person when he want to be. When he, you know what I'm saying, Dana, like a lot of people want to on Dana and stuff like that, but Dana's a good person. He's doing a lot of good things for the sport and stuff like that, and he did stand by my side, because he could have easily said no, you know, Rampage.
Well, they've let go of other people for doing stuff, but I remember him and I thought that was a very interesting moment because he made a point to bring you out there. You had nothing to do with that card.
Right, I know. I know. That was, that was cool to get there, but I think the people are confused. They think that I was on drugs or that I was drunk driving. So it's like the way it basically got told to me is like, what if I would have had a heart attack at the wheel and would have, did that, or a seizure? It's basically the same thing. I was ill. I didn't eat. I didn't sleep for a while, and that can happen to anybody that gets really depressed the way how depressed I was. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, so I guess Dana understood it because he heard the case. Like, I bet you if I was drunk or if I was on drugs, Dana wouldn't have.
Right.
He would have cut me. That's how Dana is.
Have you ever felt like that since then? I was just wondering, have you ever felt like that since then?
Felt like what?
Depressed like that.
Oh no.
You're done with that.
Yeah, I'm done with that. I've learned my lesson, and like I've gotten depressed where I couldn't sleep and stuff like that, but I made sure I ate something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't eat, I make sure I sleep something. See, I don't like those. I don't even take sleeping pills. I don't even take sleeping pills. I don't want to have, because I have a problem sleeping my whole life. I had a problem sleeping. I had sleeping TV on and stuff like that. So I don't even take sleeping pills because I just don't want to get addicted to sleeping pills and stuff like that. So so when I have a headache, I have a hard time taking aspirin and stuff like that. There's certain drugs that I will take. You know what I'm saying? If I need to take it, stuff like that. But like say if something's bothering my fighting and stuff like that, the doctor prescribed me a certain drug that's going to help me be a better fighter, I will take that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But as long as it's not something addictive.
Okay.
But like I don't want to take sleeping pills and stuff like that.
So I heard that the key to your heart are video games.
Yeah, I love video games.
I would like to gain entry into your heart. So here we are.
You would never get entry into my heart, bro. But I don't care how many video games you give me. All
right.
You just don't have the.
But look how thoughtful we are.
I've been before. They got Tekken Tag too.
I have no idea what that means, but let's check it out.
All right. I got to talk about the restroom first. I was thinking about.
Okay.
Just Kevin, keep on going.
You just 1,000? Is that? I don't know, how much is it?
Yeah, it's $1 game.
All right. So we're playing Rampage Jackson finally head-to-head in Tekken 2. This is my chance to gain revenge for all he's done to me. This is my chance to represent for the betas out there. Here we go. Me, Rampage Jackson.
Round 1. Fight!
I'm in, I'm good. How do you tag? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kicking his butt. Oh, jeez. Alright, I don't know how to tag. Oh, snap. Here we go. First time I ever played. Shut this down. Shut this down. Beta.
Hey, that's cheating. That was cheating. That wasn't even back here.
Hey, you played without me.
It's on what? It's on.
You started without me. You cheated. Yo, you started without me. I was
In the nuts! You double team, what's up with that? hey, he one of those guys that do the same punch.
Yo, rematch, for sure. Yo, Rampage, just try not to cheat this time while I'm celebrating. So Rampage, did you gain a level of respect for me after I beat you, I believe, twice?
Hold on, you beat me one full time.
Okay.
Listen, you beat me. Well, I had to put money in.
Right.
You beat me. You won a few.
But you didn't think that I would actually even win once.
I didn't think.
And by the way, first time I ever played the game, I beat you. Not to rub it in.
You know what? I can tell that you're a button master and beginner's luck and all this.
Yeah. Right. But, you know what they say? It's not how you finish; it's how you start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you did good though. I was actually shocked that you actually beat me at Tekken. It's one of my favorite games, but you know. I don't get much practice. Like I said,
A small victory for betas worldwide.
yeah, that is
what I
a small
think.
victory for the beta. You know, it is. I had to get it to you. And you won a few other for the battles.
Right.
You call them battles. You
Right.
won like what?
A couple.
You beat me one time. Then you won like 2 battles.
Yeah.
It's good.
Not bad.
And it was not bad. You didn't know how to tag out and stuff on field.
I didn't know it. Yeah. You have to feel bad for me a little bit.
I feel, but I didn't let you do nothing. I took it to you the whole time. Some cute girls over here. Some cute girls.
Do you, is that something that you do a lot in the days leading up to a fight so you just don't think about it just to get your mind off things?
Well, I just play video games no matter what.
Oh.
Yeah, fight or anything. I play video games.
How many hours a day do you spend playing video games?
It depends on what I got going on that day. If I got nothing to do that day, I would pretty much, if my kids and stuff not around, I would pretty much play video games all day. You know, I got nothing to do that day.
I would think you would want to play video games with your kids, or are they not at the level?
I do like to play video games with my kids sometimes, but my oldest son, he's okay. He's pretty good, but my youngest son, he makes me play with him every time he comes over, and he's not that good. He's not on the level, but I play with him. But
Did you get mad at them?
No, they're around. I play with them a little bit. Then I go and do something else. Let them play together.
Right,
If they're not around, like my kids not around, I play all day. When I was in college, after I got injured in college, and all I had was like class and stuff like that. I would play 14 hours a day.
Really?
So I brought a portable Xbox here. I got an Xbox where I can play I can play Xbox on the airplane.
How?
I got a portable Xbox.
You have the screen and everything?
Everything.
Wow.
I'm a gamer. See, I'm a gamer, but I'm just not as good as I want to be because I don't get enough time. Like a lot of people, like I play Call of Duty and stuff, and I play Capture the Flag and stuff like that. I'm not the best, you know what I'm saying?
Capture the flag, like when I was a kid and I would run across and pick up the flag in camp?
Yeah.
They have a video game like that?
Yeah, it's Call of Duty. You play Capture the Flag.
Oh, wow.
It's dope. It's my favorite game on Call of Duty besides Survival on this new Modern Warfare 3. You know, I'm designing video games now. I got a video game out now. It's coming out pretty soon. It's called Rampage Attack or something. It's really new. We haven't really got the whole name and stuff yet, but it's coming out on
You designed it?
Yeah, I helped design it a little bit.
And it's about you? Like you're the character?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, that one's coming out like pretty soon.
I'll probably be you in that one too.
No,
probably not. No.
You probably would, but beginners have luck.
If one of your kids came up to you maybe in 5-6 years and said that they want to be an MMA fighter, would you be down? Would you give them your blessing?
Yeah, because what if my family told me no?
They told you no?
No, I said, what if my family
Oh, okay.
What if my family told me no, they didn't. They want my kids to come to me, they want to be an MMA fighter, and I'll be like, all right, let me see what I can do. Let me find you the best trainers and stuff like that. See who's the best trainers at the time, and I'll see if I can get them the best trainers. But some of my kids, they really into it. Like my youngest son, he trains MMA.
Really?
Yeah.
How old is he?
6.
And the youngest one is the one that's training, not the oldest.
No, the oldest one, he's not really training MMA. He needed a lot of help with his schooling and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I focus more time on his school. And my youngest son is really smart. He's really young and stuff like that. My oldest son is smart too, but he messed up in school. So
How many kids do you have?
I have 4 kids.
Okay.
And my second oldest son, he wants to do it and stuff like that too. But I got him in Memphis with my sister and stuff right now because with my schedule and stuff like that, it's hard for me to, I'm a single parent. I raised my oldest son myself, me and my nanny, and I just couldn't take both of my oldest boys at the same time because together they like 8 months apart, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
So
Yeah.
they run over things. The nanny wouldn't be able to deal with them, so my 11-year-old, he needed like some Memphis schooling and stuff like that. The way I was brought up,
Right.
So when he comes back, my sister she'll have him right in a little bit, and then when he comes back, then I'm gonna put them in, let them train at my gym. I got some good trainers. I got some good teachers at my gym.
Right.
Teach students and stuff.
Would it be fair to say that at the end of all this, you have sort of it almost feels like you have sort of like a love-hate relationship with MMA. Like some days, you're very happy, you love your job. Some days it seems like you just want to be done with it, move on with your life.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right, man. I don't know what it is, and if you ask my ex-wife, she'd say it's because I'm blood type B.
Yes.
She said like one minute you never know what type of mood I'm be real happy, I'm be like this, and then the next minute I'm this and that. But it all depends on what I got going on. Like, say for instance, when I fought Matt Hammer, it was no secret that I was not happy about my opponent, Matt Hammer. Like, you know, I just feel like MMA don't appreciate me as much as they should, because no matter what, if I win or lose, I'm going to go out there and I'm trying to give everybody a real exciting fight. So what if I'm not kicking everybody and wrestling? So I'm trying to make it exciting, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, I just think that I just think if I was a promoter, I would put me against people who would make the fights more exciting back.
Right.
Some people just want to like take me down, lay and pray and all this type of stuff. So yeah, I don't be all happy and stuff about it. But after this fight, I want to destroy Vader, and I want to get right back in there, and hopefully if Joe Silva put me against somebody who's going to make the fight exciting. Like even when I fought Matt Hammer, I asked Dana, somebody said, look, just give me a heavyweight fight. I don't care. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't see the problem with people don't know about me. I don't care if I lose a fight every now and then. Like, it haunts me when I do, because it's stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, when I'm training for that fight and I'm fighting, I really don't care. It's kind of hard to explain. I really don't care. If I lose, so what? I lost. But then later, it haunts me sometimes because I lost, because my heart goes into it. But I'm not afraid to lose. So I ask Dana, like, give me a heavyweight. Give me somebody that's gonna, you know, give me a risk of knocking me out, stuff like that. I don't have to fight Matt Hammer. I don't have to fight at 205 all the time, do I? I'm not fighting for a belt.
Right.
Give me anybody. And they're like, no, they wanted me to fight Matt Hammer. I'm like, so nothing against Matt Hammer, no disrespect to Matt Hammer, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I just didn't want to fight Matt Hammer at the time. And this fight, you know what I'm saying, like, no disrespect to Ryan Bader. He's a great fighter and stuff like that. But, you know, notice I didn't complain at all. I was just happy to be on the card. But yes, I really, they gave me somebody who would put on an exciting fight. So I don't know if Ryan Bader game plan, I don't know if he's going to come and just try to take me down like Matt Hammer did or Rashad Evans did, stuff like that. But I would, if I was promoting myself, if I was a promoter, if I had a fighter who every time he fought, like 9 out of 10 times he gave like his all and gave exciting fights, I would just like, hey, this guy, I would promote this guy. I would put a lot of money behind this guy. I would keep this guy happy. I would pay this guy a lot of money, just keep him happy, keep him around. I would make sure he had like the best doctors. That's just how I think.
Right.
I would make sure he had this. I would make sure he was happy, and the best teams, the best camp, and everything. This guy is gold mine. Promote this guy and throw him exciting fights. That's what I would do. And sometimes I just feel like underappreciated, because I've been putting in a lot of work, a lot of years, and I feel like Pride didn't promote me the way that they should have promoted me. And
really?
Yeah.
How would you have liked to be promoted?
I would just like to been promoted right. So I would, you know what I'm saying? Okay, my main objective when I started doing this job, you know what I'm saying, is to be successful and make money. That's why I started doing MMA. Same reason why a lawyer becomes a lawyer. Not, you know what I'm saying, probably because he loves law, he loves all this stuff, but at the same time do it so, you know, to be successful. That's the American dream. To be successful, have a nice house, nice car, take, you know, feed your family, send them to school. That's why I became an MMA fighter. This career, like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I kept pursuing it.
You've had your moments. You know, I think I would make the case for your win over Chuck Liddell, UFC 71. One of the biggest moments in UFC, if not MMA history, because if you recall, prior to that, Chuck was on the cover of magazines, you know, he was on Entourage, he was on all these shows, and you came in, and I remember that was the first fight that ESPN really covered, and it just seemed like that was a very big deal, a lot of celebrities, and you came in and you stopped it in what, like a minute and 20 seconds or something like that? That to me, if you decided to leave tomorrow, that's the defining moment of your career, and it's a pretty good moment. Would you agree?
No, I would agree if you would have said that when I revenged my 2 losses to Vanderlei Silva. But
you think that was a bigger moment than beating Chuck for the title?
For me, it was.
Really?
Because I had already beat Chuck.
But on that stage, and the way you did it.
I didn't think about that. I don't really think about that type of stuff. But you know, I didn't know. I didn't really realize that all that was going on at that time. It was just the opponent they put in front of me. It was my job, and to beat them and stuff like that. And you know, I just, you know what I'm saying, it was another day at the office. But you know what I'm saying, Chuck, you know what I'm saying, Chuck is, I know he was like one of the most famous fighters in MMA and stuff at that time, stuff like that. But my favorite moment, like I could have retired after I knocked out Vanderlei, but I wanted to beat him like what 2 more times so I can have the one up on him.
Right.
Because he gave me 2 of my worst ass whoopers. But I just feel like what I was saying. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, like Pride dropping the ball in the UFC. It's kind of dropping the ball a little bit. Like I think they should give me more exciting fights and stuff like that. But you know, me and the UFC was doing good till I did that movie.
Right.
The UFC is right. I was wrong for taking the movie over fighting Rashad, but it's like one of those things I couldn't pass up. So
why do you say that they were right? Because you had already committed to it? Because everyone knew that you wanted that movie, so it's not like it came out of nowhere.
Right. I had been going for a while. They delayed it and it just came at the bad time. But I didn't sign a bout agreement, but I did the Ultimate Fighter show and all that stuff with Rashad. But deep down inside, it's a part of me that I knew Rashad was gonna fight me the way he fought me and stuff like that. I just knew it. But I really wanted to fight in Memphis, my hometown, and stuff like that. It was a really hard decision for me to make in my life, man. And I took a big pay cut. I lost a lot of money taking the movie over doing the fight. So
really,
yeah.
Hollywood didn't sort of balance it out.
No, I didn't even. No, you know, I would have done that movie for free.
Right.
A lot of people think just because I fight for money as a job, they think I'm all about money, but they're wrong. You know, so I'm not all about money. You know what I'm saying? But if any fighter just say that they fight because they love fighting and stuff like that, I can't say that they're full of, I can't say that they're not full of shit.
Right.
Training is hard, it's rigorous, and I don't see how anybody can do it just because they love it. Let some people do it and just give their purse away all the time and all their endorsements and stuff like that, and then do it for free, then okay. Some people just want to do it just to be famous, just so they can have a bunch of guys come up to them all the time, every time they out, you know, in the public, and have guys like basically like hitting on them like chicks and stuff all the time. Okay, that's them, you know.
Right.
That's why they do it. That's why they do it. But I'm saying it's almost getting to the point where the fan base is growing more. I get less and less privacy. It's almost to the point where it's not worth it for me to do it anymore because the money is not as good as the.
What else would you do?
I do a lot of other stuff, but I'm just saying like it's.
Have you thought about that? What you'll do after?
I'm doing a whole lot of stuff. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff I can do. Like if I concentrate on acting full time and stuff like that, you know, hopefully the money be more than what I'm making now. And that's a risk. That's a gamble. When I first started fighting, I didn't make that much money. So it's just like that's why I only got paid a little money when I did the movie 18 because I wasn't a big name in a movie, you know, an acting movie. So you got to pay your dues, which I'm okay with. But all I'm saying is that most people that recognize me is from fighting in the UFC and stuff like that. And sometimes you just wish you had your privacy. Because when fans don't understand, I love having fans. I love my fans. And you can't get mad at people for admiring you and liking you. But when you become a professional person, public person, you lose your privacy.
Right.
And that comes at a cost. I just don't think that when I'm getting paid, like sometimes I just don't think it's worth me losing all my privacy. Like I could be in a restaurant talking to my friends, hanging out, and back in my mind, not thinking that somebody's listening to me and videotaping me on their phone. And they are. You have no idea how many people I noticed that I go on the phone. I had to delete them.
Really?
Shit. It's crazy, man.
You've actually flirted with, you said 35, I think you said that you wanted to leave. Do you have a definitive time? Now you're 34. You're about to turn 34, right?
In June, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you know what? I'm feeling great. I trained really hard for my last 2 fights. Trained like a madman. I really think that I can beat John Jones. I think John Jones is one of those guys that you got to fight twice to really to be used to him, because he does a lot of sneaky, tricky stuff, which is is good, which makes him one of the best fighters in the world. So I'm really thinking like. We see how this fight go this weekend.
Right.
I plan on like blowing this kid out the water. I'm feeling good. These days.
Do you feel like they're trying to set you up? Like you fought Jones, young guy, Bader is a young guy. Like now, there always seems to be a point in combat sports where the older guy meets the young guy and the promotion tries to build up the young guy. Do you feel as though you've reached that point with the UFC, how they're giving you these young guys now?
You know what, there's so many strategies and stuff for promoting and stuff like that and everything. I have no idea, but you might be right. I never think too much into all that type of stuff. My manager and stuff, they're the ones who never tell me what they think is going on. They haven't said nothing about it like that, but you might be right, man. I'm telling you, like, but a guy like John Jones, he's an exciting fighter and stuff like that and stuff. Now I would promote the hell out of him and promote him and stuff like that, so you might be right.
Do you usually get nervous before fights? Now we're like 72 hours away.
It depends. Like the only time I got nervous far out from a fight was when I was in the prior tournament when I had to fight Chuck Liddell and Batman Silver the same night.
Right.
I was nervous like 2 weeks out for them, but normally I get nervous like day of the fight.
Any different feelings because this is a big moment for you, the return and all that, and you asked for this fight and to be on this card? Does it feel any different?
Weirdly, it don't.
Really? Surprising, no?
Yeah, surprising. It don't feel any different. Not yet. Yes, I don't.
Maybe when you go to the arena?
Maybe when I go to the arena and stuff like that.
When's the last time you've been there?
Saitama Super Ring?
Yeah.
6 years.
Really? Do you know, you want to know something crazy? Your last fight in Japan, Pride 31, when you won, was on February 26, 2006. This fight is happening on February 26, 2012, exactly 6 years to the day.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
Did you know that?
People told me that, yeah. I think they told me that when I was here for the press conference. That's crazy. Does that mean something?
What do you think?
I don't know. I just know from what I've learned throughout my whole life that there's no coincidences and stuff in life and stuff. So maybe it means something. Hopefully it means something good for me. And I'd be, you know, saying putting forth a very exciting fight.
Well, this place has brought you a lot of good fortune and wealth. Do you think maybe when it's over and done with, you'll move here? Would you like to live here?
I wouldn't mind having a condo here because my kids really like it here. My 2 youngest kids, they really like it here. So.
They do?
Oh yeah, they love it. They're here right now. My 2 younger kids are here. They love it here.
How do you think it's going to feel when you walk out there? Are you going to do something? You've come out to the Pride music before. Are you going to do something like that as a sort of tip of the cap to the fans?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen. I certainly don't want to give it away before I do it.
Oh, okay.
So especially when I do it. When you going to air this video?
Before the fight.
See?
Well, we're trying to,
I know.
get people into it.
Well, I'm just going to.
But you have something planned.
No, actually, I don't have that.
You know? Really? But I like all your songs, like against Matt Hamill. The song was One More Road to Cross,
Yeah.
One More. They always have some sort of meaning,
Most
at
of
least
the time,
lately.
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. Or either that or I'm just hooking a friend up or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the time, you're right, they do have a lot of meaning. Like, I don't know if a lot of fans don't know that. I think the fans really won't appreciate me till I'm gone in MMA. Because when I'm gone, I don't think there can be nobody else like me. I see a couple other fighters just try to be like me, like do Clean Mo and stuff like that. I see he tries a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? When I leave MMA, I'm gonna miss MMA, but I think MMA is gonna miss me more.
Really?
I think so.
You think you'll be one of those fighters who are more appreciated after the fact?
Yeah, because then they'll see like, wow.
So you
Rampage put it down. Rampage kept us
Right.
entertained. Like even the people who hate that I motorboat chicks and stuff in interviews and stuff like that and all this, and I'm just trying to make people just trying to entertain people and stuff like that. See that and everybody's doing like so many fighters too caught up into trying to be tough. You know what I'm saying? They're not having fun and stuff like that. Like me, I like to have fun. So and then fighters want to show the world how tough they are and stuff like that. I'm not like that. I feel like I'm one of the toughest people on the planet. You know what I'm saying? I know it. I don't gotta show everybody every day. You know what I'm saying? So I like to have fun. I'm a big kid. A lot of people don't know about me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be silly whether the camera around or not. I'm gonna make people laugh whether the camera around or not, to make myself laugh. And so like when the camera's not around and I'm not getting interviewed for fights and stuff like that, the fans gonna miss all the funny stuff instead of something I do because they won't see it.
Right.
They're gonna miss my fights and stuff like that. I feel like they're gonna miss it. Like a lot of fans criticize me and stuff for whatever I do, any small thing I do. You got fans criticize like you actually have people that follow you that don't like you on Twitter. Like why follow me if you want to just say something? You know, I don't understand that. I just don't understand I don't understand so I think people just don't appreciate me now, but when I'm gone, I think they'll be like, oh man, we need somebody like Rampage to come back. But hopefully there will be somebody like me one day, but there ain't nobody out there like just do stuff like I do right now. That's what I feel. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel.
Thank you so much. This has been a real honor for me, really, to get to talk to you and hang out with you. And I'm glad that we could put our differences aside.
Yeah, me too. You're not so bad. You're not so bad. You actually beat me and taking a little bit.
Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. So you just next time you just gotta remember, don't be talking to me on my teammates when they lose, or you think that's rude.
Well, I
When
never
that
did
time
that.
when Congo won that fight.
Oh, but you know.
Yeah, but it's, I know you got a job to do.
Right. You can respect it.
I can respect that, but
You know, in my heart.
But well, respect if you say something like that to me. Respect my when
I'll take
come
it back.
at you.
Absolutely.
All right then. So
Absolutely. But thank you so much, and especially in this setting, I appreciate it.
no problem. No problem.
Good luck on Sunday against Ryan Bader.
Thanks, man.
All right. We'll see you, Rampage.
See ya.
Take care.
All right. Take care.